It's been 3.5 decades since the Jordan 4 Bred burst onto the sneaker scene, and it's still loved till this day. In honor of its 35th anniversary, Jordan Brand has opted to refresh the Jordan 4 Bred in a reimagined take. This new version has a leather upper instead of Nubuck, and it also has minor changes to mimic its OG shape in 1989. We also have Nike Air branding on the heel, because who doesn't love that? Hey y'all, it's Chris, and today I have the Jordan 4 Bred reimagined. I'm a bit late, but I just got my pair from Nike. This pair was rumored to have an inventory of 500,000, and I was still unable to get my size from Nike Brand. This pair in my hand is a 10.5, but I'm waiting for my size 12 from StockX. So, despite the high inventory, securing a pair in your size was definitely hard on February 17th when this shoe released for All-Star Weekend. First introduced in 1989 and famously dubbed the Black Cement, the Air Jordan 4 Bred has undergone 5 retro launches since its inception. The most recent release was in 2019, and I do have that pair to show to y'all today. The 2019 pair was faithfully restored to the original shape and also featured Nike Air on the back. This pair in my hand, the 2024 Jordan 4 Bred Reimagined, sports black shiny leather, giving the shoe a new natural shine. We also have fire red, cement gray, and summit white. This iteration of the Air Jordan 4 takes on a fresh approach. Departing from the original design, this reimagined version boasts a premium leather upper in place of Nubuck, alongside the iconic Nike Air branding restored on the heels. Because once again, who doesn't love Nike Air? We see cement gray detailing on the waffle eyelets, inner liner, the Nike Air branding on the midsole, and portions of the midsole and outsole. To complete the Bred theme, we see the addition of fire red on the Jumpman on the tongues, inner tongues, and parts of the outsole. We also have a white rubber midsole that wraps up the look on this timeless Air Jordan 4. And I say timeless because once again, it is the 35th anniversary of the Air Jordan 4. Depending on who you ask, the Air Jordan 4 Bred Reimagined is a highly anticipated contender for Sneaker of the Year for 2024. But what do you think? This new look to the sneaker is definitely a fan favorite, and I honestly love this shoe even more than the OG. The premium leather material swap also adds weight to the silhouette, coinciding with its thicker tongue and collar padding for a taller shoe that recalls the original 1989 version. We have a lace crown, like I mentioned earlier, that's in a gray TPU, and also all the TPU on this sneaker is in a very nice matte finish. The second lace crown is attached to the black wings on the inner and outer pieces of the Jordan 4. The wings on this reimagined pair is very high, making the shoe seem taller, unlike the look of Jordan 4s that we're used to. We also only get black laces, nothing more, nothing less. In between the lace crown, we have black netting with black mesh below. We also have more of that netting on the tongue with Jumpman flight branding in red and white. The back of the tongue is red, just like the insoles of this sneaker, with Nike Air to match in black. The back tab of the sneaker is crafted with black TPU with Nike Air branding once again in cement gray. We also get a black Nike Air hang tag. Usually it's been orange, but for the reimagined pair, the hang tag has also been reimagined. Like with any Jordan 4 Bred, the midsole is split into multiple pieces. We have gray, we have black, we have red, and we have white. We also have a classic Jordan 4 outsole, which features the exact same colors. So when it comes to the new Jordans, you keep hearing the phrase reimagined, reimagined, reimagined. And I bet some of y'all are wondering what that means. Jordan Brand introduced the Reimagined series back in 2021. The goal was to recreate original iconic Air Jordans using new materials. The first release, which is often forgotten, is the Air Jordan 1 Patented Breds, which launched December 2021. The Patented Breds featured glossy patented leather instead of the traditional leather. Nearly a year later, Jordan Brand released the Air Jordan 1 Lost and Founds, and people went crazy for that pair. The Lost and Found showcased an aged aesthetic, which is different from the Patented Breds, which just had a material swap. Despite this, many believe that the Lost and Founds was the first sneaker in the Reimagined series. Fast forward, the most recent additions to the Reimagined series have been the Reimagined Jordan 3 White Cements, the Air Jordan 1 Royal Reimagined, and both of those pairs released in 2023. And now, continuing the series, we have the Jordan 4 Bred Reimagined that released February 17, 2024. We also have the Jordan 11 Gratitudes, but I'm not sure if those are reimagined or just a new release for the holiday season. A common issue with the Jordan 4s is sizing. People always say the toe box fits small. People always say their pinky toe is always grinding against the side of the shoe. But with the Jordan 4 Bred Reimagined, that all changed. This version is more spacious in the toe area, so there's no need to go a half size up. You can go true to size and you'll have no issue in the toe. But just to be safe, if you wanted to, you could go a half size up. The shape of the shoe is more true to the OG, so it is much wider in the toe box area. When it comes to the comfortability of the Air Jordan 4 Reimagined, I would say it's slightly more comfortable than the Air Jordan 4s that you're used to. Because the shoe has been reconstructed to fit more of its OG 1989 shape, there is more space in the toe, so that toe pain you usually feel from your pinky rubbing on the side is not there with this new 2024 version. The Jordan 4 is still not the most comfortable sneaker on the market, but you'll definitely get by with having these on feet. Keep in mind that this sneaker is a retro and not a protro, so no new technology was used in the creation of the shoe, so the heel will still have a slight stiffness to it. When it comes to the quality and craftsmanship of the Air Jordan 4 Bred Reimagined, Jordan Brand and Nike definitely did their thing. I give this shoe pretty much a 10 out of 10, and that's rare. This sneaker features a very thick cut of leather, so I have no complaints when it comes to that. It also appears that every panel on this Air Jordan 4 is genuine leather and not synthetic, and you can definitely tell from the in-hand feel. I can honestly truly say that the quality on this pair is way above the quality of the 2019 pair. I don't know if it's because it's leather and the other pair is Nubuck, but this sneaker does feel like Nike and Jordan Brand put a little bit more energy into it. The build of the sneaker is pretty much on point. My left foot and my right foot is pretty much symmetrical. Of course, you'll probably have some glue stains here or there, but my pair doesn't really seem to have any. But you can expect glue stains if you do get a pair in hand, because come on, this is Nike and Jordan Brand. They give us mass-produced sneakers, so not every single pair reaches such a high standard. I bet a bunch of y'all are wondering, are the Jordan 4 Bred Reimagined worth it? I can definitely say yes, they are. When it comes to quality and craftsmanship, it's very high quality. When it comes to comfort, there is a slight increase, seeing that the toe box has been reshaped. The colors are also more vibrant than any other Bred that has released in the past 35 years. They look amazing in hand, they look amazing on feet. We also have Nike Air on the back that we saw for the first time, I think in 2019. You can't go wrong with this pair. The tongue is also very plush. The leather on the sneaker does feel genuine, and I feel like if you really want a pair of the Jordan 4 Bred Reimagined and you can get your hands on a pair for a decent price, you really wouldn't regret it. I think you would regret waiting and seeing the prices skyrocket. On release day, these weren't really going for much over retail, but 30 minutes after release, we saw a $20, $30, $40, $50 increases in prices. So if you want this shoe, get it now as soon as possible, because I know within the next week or 2 weeks, prices will go up. People are going to get these pairs in hand and be like, ooh, the quality is definitely there, so I was going to sell it for X amount of dollars, but let me raise that price a little bit more. Or people who are going to sell this shoe will get it in hand, see that it's quality, see the value, and decide to keep it, meaning there'll be less shoes on the resale market for you to get, increasing the price altogether. But to summarize, I recommend getting this shoe if you want. If you really want the Jordan 4 Bred Reimagined, buy a pair as soon as possible. This is a colorway that Michael Jordan wore in the NBA. This colorway is known as the Black Cement or the Breds, and it remains highly revered till this day. Originally launched in 1989, it made a comeback for the shoe's 10th anniversary in 1999. Its third release in 2008 marked the replacement of the heel's Nike Air branding with the Jumpman logo. For the 23rd anniversary, released in 2012, Jordan Brand retained the non-OG Jordan Jumpman, only to revert to its original branding in 2019 for the shoe's 30th anniversary. If I didn't say so already, this sneaker released 35 years ago originally. In the honor and legacy of the Jordan 4 Bred, Jordan Brand has finally retroed this shoe in a reimagined take. This reimagined take on the Jordan 4 Bred revitalizes the classic black pair with a twist. Named the Bred Reimagined, the usual Nubuck upper has been replaced with leather, and Nike highlights that they have re-engineered the shape, fit, and feel to match the original '89 specifications. Among all the original Air Jordan 4s that released in 1989, only one pair lacked a leather construction. The 4 colorways include the Breds, white cements, military blues, and fire reds, where only the Bred edition lacked the leather upper. Instead, it featured a soft Nubuck construction against its upper, a characteristic maintained through all 5 of its releases till this day. Therefore, when Jordan Brand decided to introduce a new construction for the Breds this year, transitioning to leather felt like a natural choice. However, despite this silhouette's association with the style adjustment, many sneakerheads might see this pair as trash, which we've seen with many of the reimagined Jordans so far. Let's get into a quick comparison of the 2019 Air Jordan 4 Breds and the 2020 Air Jordan 4 Bred reimagined. What makes the Bred reimagined different from the 2019 Breds? First, the Bred reimagined features enhanced padding and a more pronounced curve in comparison to its thinner profile of the 2019 version. This iteration reveals more of the red trim when viewed from the front. When it comes to the collar of the Bred reimagined, it returns to its original 89 shape, sitting slightly higher than the 2019 release. Uppers and soles. The latest iteration of the Jordan 4 Bred sets itself apart from its 2019 counterpart with subtle but yet noticeable differences, starting with the toe. This year's model opts for a smoother slope reminiscent of the original design, contrasting with the upward angle of its predecessor. Additionally, the stitching beneath the wings of the shoe is tighter and positioned slightly higher in the 2024 version. This version pays homage to the OG 1989 pair. We also have improved alignment of the Nike Air logo on the heel and a sleeker black midsole paint on the Bred reimagined version. In my humble opinion, the 2024 Bred reimagined is 10 times better than the Air Jordan 4 Bred from 2019. The colors are more vibrant on the 2024 edition. The leather is way better than the Nubuck. The leather is also more premium than the Nubuck in my opinion. The 2024 Bred reimagined is not only slimmer, but the shape is just 10 times better. I can't really articulate what it is, but it's like it's smoother, it's flatter, it's more pronounced. They look way better on feet as well. And also, the one thing I hate with the 2019 Jordan 4 Bred, or just the original construction of the Bred in general, is that the Nubuck constantly gets covered in lint. I actually had to lint roll this shoe right before this video. With the Bred edition, you'll never have to lint roll the shoe again. The one issue I have is that my 2019 pair, as you can see, is used. I wear it all the time. But my 2024 version is brand new. Do I put the 2019 pair on ice and wear the reimagined? Should I have both of these shoes worn, or should I just wear the 2019 pair until they die and then bring out the Bred reimagined far in the future? I don't know, because these are going to last for a very long time. I don't know, but the 2024 version, it just does something to me, man. It's just way better. That's all I can really say. But also, even the packaging is different. Instead of adhering to the conventional shoebox design linked with the Air Jordan 4 Bred, the iconic cement gray accents are now featured on the lid of the 2024 pair instead of on the bottom. The red Jumpman logo and the white flight script remain positioned at the top of the lid, while the box incorporates the black color from the original lid on the bottom. Lastly, the latest release introduces a black Nike Air hang tag, departing from the original orange color that we usually get. To summarize, the 2024 Air Jordan Bred reimagined is a fresh take on a classic. The redesigned Air Jordan 4 marks the debut of the beloved Bred color scheme in a fresh material rendition featuring high quality, full grained leather and updated packaging. Jordan Brand also redesigned the shape, making the shoe more comfortable in the long run and giving us more of a 1989 feel. By blending luxurious black premium leather with accents of fire red and cement gray, this revamped classic commemorates the 35th anniversary of a beloved sneaker, the Air Jordan 4 Bred. It also offers a contemporary look and a contemporary reconstruction for a new era. What are your thoughts on the Air Jordan 4 Bred reimagined? Let me know in the comments. There was 500,000 pairs supposedly. Did you get a pair? Did you want to get a pair? Did you hit or did you miss? Let me know in the comments below. Also, let me know, what would you rather, the 2024 edition or the 2019 edition? You already know that I'm taking the 2024 edition. If you've gotten this far in the video, comment the word Bred, B-R-E-A-D, Bred down below. I'm about to get into the on feet, but before I get out of here, my name is CClaxton, and this is my platform, Something Like Media, a hub for all things sneakers, fashion, streetwear, and photography. If you want to see more reviews, more on feats, and more comparisons like this, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. It goes a long way for me, and it's a small step for you. Thank you for watching. Let's get into the on feet, but I'll see you in the next one. Peace.